What's up, guys, and how is everybody doing out there? I hope everybody is doing well out there. Guys, I want to do a follow-up to the video I just put out yesterday about the expat that attacked the elderly Filipino gentleman. It's a lot more to this story I found out today. And it's not chismis, it's not rumors. These are actual facts. If you don't watch the video, check it out. The expat attacked the elderly gentleman. I actually found out what caused and why that expat attacked that elderly Filipino man. I went up to police station 4. I know a few officers in there I got to know. A lot of times I go in there and just talk to them about just police stuff, law enforcement stuff here in the Philippines, and they always like to ask me about my time in corrections and everything like that, so we're swapping stories. What had happened was that expat that was laying on that table there on Walking Street, he was laying there, sleeping. Tourist police came up and tapped him because the gentleman was laying there and his phone was on the table also. So the tourist police tapped him to wake him up, to tell him, hey, listen, your phone's there, secure it so nobody steals it. Evidently, he didn't wake up. He woke up a little bit later, and I guess his mind was registering. Somebody tapped me. I don't know what was going through his mind. So the gentleman woke up and came out and just attacked the gentleman. Basically, it was being at the wrong place at the wrong time when it came to the elderly man. Attacked him. Of course, they went up to police station 4. While they were up at police station 4, here's where the story gets interesting. Here's where there's more to this story. They asked the expat, I guess, to remove everything out of his pocket. Or they patted the expat down. I don't know. Either way, he was in possession of, how can I say this without YouTube going, you can't say that. He was in possession of the sticky stuff, the Mary Jane, the ganja. You know what I'm saying? He was in possession of. Now, how much? I don't know, but he was in possession. So now his problems got even worse. Probably explains why he was behind the bars when I was in there the other day. So now what happens is, because I asked the officer, I said, what happens now? He said, well, the expat will be charged with the assault on the elderly gentleman. The Philippine government will charge him with possession. I said, is he still here? Where's he at? They said, no. They took him up to another jail here in Angeles City, the bigger one. What they'll do there is they'll do a blood work on him to find out if it's in his system. If the substance is in his system, they will now charge him not only with possession, but with use. 2 separate charges. So now the gentleman's sitting on an assault case on a Filipino, possession, and if it's in his system, use. 3 charges. 3 charges sitting there. I said, now what? Will the guy sit in jail now and wait till he has a hearing, or what's going on? He said, no, what'll happen is within a couple days, now this is what I'm being told by the PNP, within a couple days, they will set a bail for him. Now, I always thought there was never a bail for possession of that substance. He said, yes, there is. However, his bail will be set for possession and, if it's in his system, for use. So he'll have 2 bails, all right? Now, how things work here in the Philippines, I cannot see bail being set at 1,000 pesos each. No. You're probably looking at least $1 million, if not more. Now, I'm not an expert here, but I can guarantee you, because they don't play with that stuff here. I guarantee it's going to be for a few $1 million or a few million pesos. You figure 1 million pesos is 20,000 US dollars. So even if they hit him with 2 at $1 million, that's 40,000. I guarantee it's going to be a lot more. So I said to the officer then, I said, oh, so they have bail? He said, yes. I said, what if he bails out? I said, say he comes up with the bail money and he gets out, then what? I said, do they put a hold on his passport? Do they keep him here? Basically, what prevents him from bolting out of the Philippines, and leaving? Get out of here. I said, nothing. He goes, that guy could bail out one day, the next day hop on a plane and get out of here. Now, of course, they would set a trial date for him if he bails out, all right, which could be years from now. But they're not going to hold the guy here, he told me, so he could get out. Now, will he ever come back to the Philippines? Nope. Nope, because they would try him without being there. What is that? Being tried in absentia or whatever. They would find him guilty on everything. They would blacklist him out of the Philippines. He would never return to the Philippines. But man, what a... I just don't understand it. People come to the Philippines for a reason, right? They come here. Whether they're here to see a girlfriend they met online, whether they're here to, their wife lives here, they live here, whether they were stationed here in the Philippines and years later they're retiring here. There's many reasons people come here. People come here to visit, to vacation here. They come here, Walking Street in Angeles City. But remember, guys, there's more to the Philippines than Walking Street. Get out there, expand your mind. But to each their own. But this guy's life is done. Unless he's got probably big money for bail and gets out of here, his life is done. He'll sit, if he don't have that bail money, he'll sit there. He could sit there for years until it comes to court. One day he was having a good time. One day he was happy here. One day he was, enjoying life here. Planning a trip to come here to the Philippines to have fun, to enjoy himself. The next day, there he sits. I don't get it. I don't get it. Stay away from it. If you want to visit a country that type of substance is legal, go to Thailand. Just go to Thailand. It's legal there. Here they don't play around with it. Back in the States and probably other countries where it's legal, we don't think anything of it. We just, it's there. It's legal. It's like drinking a beer. It's like drinking a soda. It's legal. Here they don't play it. Remember, guys, it's because you think it's okay. It's not okay here. Don't ruin your life. Don't. And I have asked vendors on the street, just out of curiosity, hey, can you get me some of that Mary Jane, that sticky stuff? Yeah. Just out of curiosity. Don't play around like that either. You don't know if you're being set up. You don't know. Say you do it. Say you get it. Everything's fine. Say you're here and you've been doing it forever. Nobody busted you. Nobody said anything to you. But what about the night that you're out there, you got some in your pocket, and something happens, an altercation happens, and you got to go to a police station, and oops, I forgot to take that out. Could end right there. It could end right there. I don't get it. I don't get it, guys. Myself, I don't think anything. I think it's perfectly fine. I think it shouldn't even be an issue around the world. All right, it's a non-violent substance. If you can point to one guy that got violent on that substance, now I'm not saying, I'm still blaming the alcohol on that expat here. He may be on something else, I don't know. But tell me one person that partakes of that substance and gets violent. I don't know anybody. If anything, it mellows people out. It contributes to the economy because you're going over to the store, you're buying food because you got the munchies. It comes from a seed God put on the earth. You grow it. It's not man-made. I don't have to combine this chemical and this chemical and this chemical to create it. I don't have to do that. It's not man-made. I don't think anything of it. However, I will stay away from it here. I will stay away from it. It's not worth it. It's not worth getting caught. It's not worth getting in trouble for. But some people just don't catch on. You know, even the use, the medical use. Say you have a card back in the States or wherever for medical use. My card says it's for medical use. It's not in the Philippines. They don't honor that in the Philippines. No, you're not gonna, you won't get on a plane. Well, you may get past the dog sniffers and get here with it. But you pull out a card, oh, I got a medical card. From what I was told, and according to the police officer, no such thing here. There is just no such thing here. So yeah, this guy went from a worse case, or from a case to a worse case. Could he have beaten, not necessarily beaten, but would he be out of the clink if he just had that charge of assaulting a Filipino? Probably. They probably would have worked it out. Something would have been done probably at the police station. They probably would have talked and everything like that. Maybe something would have been worked out, but he wouldn't be sitting in the clink because of that. At least I don't think he would be. But because of his possession is what put him in the clink and got him in more trouble. He went from a workable situation between him and that elderly Filipino man to a very, very tough situation. So I want to put it out there, guys. Like I said, a lot of response, a lot of comments. That's what I was told. That's coming not from, I got a friend who has a cousin, who has a sister, who has a brother that told me this information. This is coming from the police station, tourist police that have connections with the police station. So it's basically coming from the horse's mouth. So anyways, guys, once again, thank you so much for sticking with me. We got a lot coming up this year, a lot of things. Me, it's like I'm just dragging. I'm dragging and anticipating, sort of like anticipating if you're coming to the Philippines, you're counting down the days till you can get here. It just drags and drags. That's how I am. I'm counting down the days. It's dragging for when I get out of Angeles City. And that 50,000 peso bet is still on. Please, please, somebody jump up and take that 50,000 peso bet. 50,000 peso bet was, I'm not leaving Angeles City. Yeah, you gotta love the GoPro and the overheating issues. I'm sitting outside and the GoPro overheated and shut off. Anyways, guys, with that being said, I will wrap this one up. Leave your comments down below. Leave them down below. And once again, thanks for following me. Thanks for following my channel. And we'll talk to you later.